So when I make jokes on my YouTube channel about bronies, everyone's all like, oh, Andre, you should make fun of bronies. I'm not making fun of bronies. What are you talking about, man? I saw My Little Pony in the theaters, My Little Pony the movie, back in the 80s. I was watching My Little Pony before all you bronies were born. I'm an OG in this brony shiz. I was bronying before it was cool. Hipster brony. And I'm a black nerd with a review for you, Black Nerd Reviews. And today I'm talking about My Little Pony Equestria Girls. I went to the premiere of My Little Pony Equestria Girls. If you haven't seen that video, you can see that right here. And now I'm gonna review the movie itself because I actually stayed and watched the movie because, you know, I mean, it was already there. It's not like it was a problem for me to watch it. I'm not a brony. I'm a hipster brony. I'm gonna tell you the good, I'm gonna tell you the bad, and I'm gonna tell you the derpy. So what's this movie about? Okay, there's ponies and Twilight Sparkle is supposed to become a princess, but she's freaked out about it. She's supposed to wear this crown. Then Sunset Shimmer, yep, that's her name, comes out of this mirror and is like, give me that crown, trick. Twilight Sparkle's like, hey, that's my crown. And then she goes inside of the mirror, and it turns out that the mirror is an alternate universe where everyone is humans, but they're the same color as the My Little Pony colors, so it feels like an episode of Doug. Best synopsis ever done of My Little Pony Equestria Girls. Out! There's a lot of people who are freaking out and being like, oh my god, what are you doing? You're making them humans. Have you ever seen an episode of any cartoon where they've had to go to an alternate universe? That's what this is. If anything, this is an episode of Sliders. So if you like Sliders, then you'll like Equestria Girls. I'm sure that's the endorsement that they want. I am not gonna lie. There's a couple of songs in this movie. Someone may or may not have been clapping their hands to at least one song. There's a song that they sing in the cafeteria about trying to get Twilight Sparkle to be prom queen, and it's kind of a cute song, and it's all like, the time to sparkle down. We can work together, helping Twilight win the crown, so get up, let the sound play, stop your rush, turn around. I liked it, and I'm man enough to talk about me liking that. Now, I have not watched every single episode of My Little Pony, but I guess the vibe that I get from some people is that there's a lot of humor in it, or a lot of references or things that people of an older age in the target demographic for the show can understand. I feel like Equestria Girls hits the demographic a lot harder. It's your typical, hey, I'm a girl in a new school trying to fit in, except for the fact that I'm actually a pony. Oh, I don't understand this human world. What are hands? Even though my best friend Spike actually has hands, for some reason I'm gonna act like I've never seen a hand before. Twilight Sparkle. Best Twilight Sparkle impression ever. I sounded just like Tara Strong there, didn't I? That being said, I don't think this is cause for the insaneness. There are some people who want to burn Hasbro down because they're doing this. Hasbro, in case you forgot, is a toy company. And you know what toys have to do on occasion? They gotta come up with new ways of figuring out how to sell their properties. Hey, we sold a bunch of ponies. What can we do with these ponies? Hey, why don't we make them human girls? Okay, can we make a movie around that? Sure. The movie is entertaining. It's not like they just threw a bunch of crap together. When I saw this in the theaters, half of the theater were grown adults and the other half were families with their little kids. And guess what? The little kids were in awe. They were loving this. And a lot of the adults were too, actually, to be quite honest with you. So if you are a brony, Pegasister, or you're just a person that occasionally watches the show and you're thinking that Equestria Girls is the bastardization of My Little Ponyness, you'll live. You'll survive. It's a longer episode of My Little Pony, a special episode. It's not the end of the world until, of course, it becomes very successful and then they turn it into an actual series. But that would never happen. So if you are like a hardcore My Little Pony fan, of course you're gonna see the main characters, but since they're in a school, there's a lot of characters in the background, and what this movie decided to do was take some of the random characters that you may have seen in certain episodes and make them human in the background. So say you know the little cutie girl, or the two guy ponies that were villains for a while, or Trixie. You're gonna see them somehow, some way in human form. And that was fun for the people that knew what those characters were. There were people that were sitting around us that were just like, oh my god, it's that pony! Like they were just yelling out loud every single time a pony walked in the background. Not even like the main ponies, just like the random ones. Well, I guess this is how I would be if this was a Smurfs movie or a Ninja Turtles movie. But of course, Ninja Turtles gets turned into white shredders and aliens, and my Smurfs movie gets transported to New York and France, while the ponies actually get human versions of the actual characters that they made, stay faithful to their source material. I picked the wrong things to get into. And if there is a particular certain pony that's very popular on the internet, all I'm gonna say is watch the entire film, including credits. That's it. No spoilers. If you like My Little Pony, whether you're a kid or you're an adult, you will like Equestria Girls. If you see it for what it is. Because I think what's happened now is that since My Little Pony has become this big phenomenon, pop culture thing, that I feel like people kind of have this idea of what My Little Pony is. At the end of the day, this is still a show for kids, and there's elements of it that you can enjoy as an adult, but it's still a kid show. This is how I feel about Smurfs and Ninja Turtles and all the cartoons I grew up with. So if you love My Little Pony and you love the characters and you love the way they interact with each other, they interact with each other the exact same way in this movie. There's no difference because they're now humans. Just imagine that they stood up like this. And then I know there was some arguments that like, oh, well now that they're humans, people can have dirty thoughts about them. Well, you know what? People are having dirty thoughts about them as ponies. So get over it. I'm not endorsing that in any kind of way. I'm just saying that turning them into humans or not turning them into humans is not gonna stop people from Rule 34 and all over that shizness. That being said, I thought the human version of Fluttershy was pretty cute. I feel like Pinocchio, that had me on Pinocchio turned into a donkey when he went to the island. I feel like at some point I'm just gonna wake up and I'm gonna see like hooves and then slowly be turning into a pony lover. Now I want to see the Care Bears do this. Care Bros like myself need the Care-a-Lot girls. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Audi 5000. Hoof chomp, yomp. I'm defending the ponies. I'm for pony rights. I'm turning down prop hoof. Equality for all ponies. You can marry a pony if you want to. Some people, I'm sure, actually want to.